call me Tuco, sell that cocoa, trapping out the bando scene. I'm popping tags, I'm popping on, so fuck all of your jealousy. I fucked a neither cup to me, I killed all of that pussy G. Call the telly, get a refund, never pay for pussy B. Paper boy, I'm all about that
something
paper boy.
stupid, probably.
Oh,
Don't touch it!
Sorry.
Don't
my
touch it.
disability.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
Hey, I'm disabled.
hey,
Welcome to the...
guess who? This guy. Okay.
Because you busted your
As a
hand.
representative of the disabled community, I bring shame upon this podcast for being ableist.
Should we applaud?
That being said,
We're gonna keep going.
we out here.
We are out here.
We're in here.
Do you want to explain the story behind the...
Yeah,
Behind the hand there?
hockey-based injury.
Shit.
Debating in my mind whether or not to act like it was like a super cool
Yeah,
injury.
I was gonna say.
Some guy just like
Cross you, man.
we just didn't get along, and he swung at me, and I pulled a knife out, but then I dropped the knife and cut my hand a
Oh,
little
you
bit.
cut the... Oh, it's a cut. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say... Because I was gonna
Flesh
say, like,
wound.
if you punched him, the fucking motherfucking crimson shit
I know.
on that shit.
The
If
thing
it
is,
broke
like,
your hand.
even if I'm trying to make up a lie story where I got into a fight with a guy, it's still kind of lame.
Doesn't make sense. Yeah,
There's
I
no
don't know.
real way of being cool about
Yeah.
this. It was a lame injury where I fucking hurt myself.
You're no longer part of the No Broken Bone boys here. Me and Josh.
Yeah.
Never broken a bone. As far as I know, my wrist isn't broken, so that's, it could be, very well be. I
For
just
those
don't know.
tracking the Rapcast boys' wrist injuries this summer,
Man.
whoever had
You
the
own
money on you recovering from your injuries nicely,
Yeah.
cleaned up. Unfortunately, I'm going to be injured for a little bit, but we are going to be doing special Rapcast casts.
Oh, let's go. Rapcast cast.
With our logo on it,
Yep.
and we're going to be breaking arms across Canada.
Yep.
As a promotion, as a promotional tool.
Yeah.
Okay, this isn't just senseless violence.
Yeah.
This is to get our name out there.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
If you're in the Toronto area and you want
Yeah.
us to sign your cast,
if you're in a Toronto area hospital, hit me up.
I'm gonna re-break those bones.
I'm going to break into that hospital and just give you tattoos,
Yep.
and we'll spray paint the whole place.
Facts.
Super fingered up.
yes, sir.
That would be cool though if like the new, Doug Ford's like new plan is like to outsource fixing the hospitals to
To
rap
us.
crews
Yeah.
and
It's purely aesthetic.
Damn.
art kids.
Yeah.
I guess you can't say that you're no longer a super finger. Because those fingers are not super anymore.
Damn.
But
Yeah,
But he could still finger with it.
yeah.
It's just gonna get wet.
Stick around for later on when we're going to be bringing a
Live
prostitute
woman.
on live, and we're going to be
And there'll
seeing
finally-
basically seeing what I can still do with this.
Yeah.
With this,
There'll
with
finally
this
be
fingers.
evidence of us with a girl, so that's also important that we have that on tape.
Yeah.
For me.
even if we have to pay her.
Yeah. Well, we don't have to disclose that. Point is, you're a trooper because I remember last week or maybe it was 2 weeks ago, we were saying like, yeah, the rest of the summer these episodes are gonna be kind of loose and we don't really know what to talk about and stuff, but we ended up lucking out and going to the Kendrick Lamar Toronto show, Baby Keem, as well on the Friday.
By the way,
first
I'm
show.
your host, Alex.
Oh.
AKA Doughboy.
Humbly yours, Andrew aka Young Jizz.
That's a new record, less than 5 minutes in.
To the left, performing live tonight at your local jazz bars.
Oh, yeah.
Josh, aka J Pacey, aka...
What's your jazz pseudonym?
What was
Steve
that?
Lacy?
What was that one thing? Charlie Fuckface? Like,
Yeah.
joking, like, Alex and I were joking earlier. It's like, this sounds like something like some dick-sucking music when I was, like,
Yeah.
playing along to a practice track.
Can't wait to get sucked tonight at the
At
bar.
a jazz.
Yeah.
At a jazz bar.
But that's real. That's real. My man's making his forays into the world of musical performances.
Yes.
I'm just trying to get out there, man. I'm just trying to like do a lot more with this energy that I got when I got back from PEI. I'm like, I want to do more with this energy that I got. So I'm like, I'm gonna sign up for like as many do as many like open mics and open jams and.
Gotta hone the craft.
Give it up.
Humanly possible.
Damn, don't do that. You can't do that.
Don't hurt yourself.
I'm also going to be your doctor this episode, and I'm going to determine what you can and can't do, no matter what it pertains to. But yeah, the show we ended up going like last minute because my buddy, shout out Little Deeg, he was on the podcast a few weeks ago talking about the Drake album.
Personally, I would like to thank you, Mr. Deeg.
Couldn't go for unspoken reasons. We still don't really know what's up with him, but hope you're doing good out there. And he sauced us the tickets. I mean, we paid for them, but for cheaper than what they normally would.
I still haven't paid you for them.
Yes, we'll talk about that later. Because you wonder why his hand's broken. It's been a week, so let's just say that.
We do the next podcast.
You got both.
I've got the fucking neck brace plus the...
We should invest in those props for sure. But yeah, we ended up going, and it was I just kind of left it to you guys to decide who gets to go, because I'm like, I don't want to have to deal with it. I'm working a bunch.
That was a whole behind the scenes.
You guys battle to the death to try to buy my love and figure out who gets to go to the concert. But then Josh just ended up buying his own tickets.
Yeah, so really, I just kind of snaked my way out of that. I just don't want to have to go onto PayPal or whatever, the Ticketmaster and all that bullshit.
To get your own ticket, yeah.
So I just kind of globbed onto yours, and then...
We didn't sit together. We sat together for Baby Keem and Tana Leone opened, and then went to Josh.
Josh, you could have sat with us for the rest of it, but honestly, your seat was much better.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, if my seat is better, fuck you guys.
Yeah.
I'm going to get to the
me and Alex were at pretty much the very back, but it was like still a great view. You could see like everything. It was the
front seat of the
very front seat of the nosebleed. So it was kind of dangerous. Like we were both pretty stoned, and I had a double shot, fucking $25 drink. So like a little bit dangerous, but was still
man, those $20 beers that are just like bigger. Like you couldn't fit it in the frame of this. Of the.
It's nuts.
But I mean, at least you don't have to get up and like get 4 different small beers, but like still.
So, in terms of the crowd, what do you guys? How would you guys describe like the crowd and the vibe and the audience?
When I went to my seat for Kendrick, there was a bunch of young people like around our age. There's one dude from Peterborough who was like really nice.
You talked to him and
learned
where he's from?
he was like because I bought there's this one lone empty seat when I went to buy the ticket. And so I'm like, fuck it, I'll just get this one. And so he was like, oh, you're the dude who bought the one empty seat. And so we just ended up a conversation. He was like the kind of guy I could instantly tell he's like super extroverted. He could be friends with anybody. And like, he was from Peterborough or something like that. And he brought his friends from California.
Damn.
Who were visiting to the show. And so I just ended up having a conversation with these just group of people, and he was like his energy was like really infectious. So it was like when Kendrick started playing songs like the hits like Good Kid, Mad City or like Humble or whatever, he was like hyping everybody up. You know, it's like it's like and so and his energy was super infectious. So I got really hyped too. Obviously more hyped than I would have. Because I was already pretty hyped for like those songs, but so from my perspective, like the people around me were really cool and really into it.
Dope.
Everybody was singing along to it.
For us, like, were there many notable? There was a group of girls like kind of behind us that were pretty hyped. There was like dudes to like the other like kind of the section beside us that were fucking going crazy as well, like yelling some crazy shit.
Yeah, well, my whole my experience of the concert was like, first of all, I wasn't even sure if I was gonna come because like I broke my hand, didn't know it was broken.
Yeah, crazy.
Wasn't sure if I was gonna come, but like I still came, but I just kind of had my one hand in the like pocket of my sweater the whole time.
Kendrick, if you listening or anyone from Kendrick's camp, send this guy some free merch. Came to your show, wounded.
I know.
And still trooped on and was hype as hell.
But like that, going into it with that energy, like I was just like, my plan is just to get as high as possible and sit down for as long as I feel like as as long as, because we're up there in the balcony anyway, so it's not, we're not down there in the pit, so it's not going to be the same. As like the vibe of like a real. I wasn't really like in the mood to party really or be social. I kind of just wanted to enjoy the place. And talk with you. I didn't really feel like talking to. I didn't actually notice that much about the rest of the crowd. Yeah,
I was gonna say like people in the pit were pretty hype. I would say that people were the most hype for some of his older tracks rather than some of the new Mr. Morale tracks, just because like I think some of the Mr. Morale tracks, like other than like N95, like wouldn't really go off as much as some of these older ones, and it's like it's only been out for like 2 or 3 months, so like not enough time to really grow with it. But still, like the whole audience, like for like to me, it was a whole night of moments of like Money Trees was a moment.
Me and my niggas trying to get it. I get that hunting Jimmy, is you with it? Home invention was persuasive. From 9 to 5, I know it's making a bitch.
Humble was a moment.
If I put the season, I don't be the winning for.
DNA was a moment. Mad City was a moment.
This is not a different for the same that he did. Ever since that day, I was looking like a different one. Back when I was black, don't be back in line.
N95 was a moment.
Like it's in my face, turning your foot whatever I'm moving. Whatever I make, murderers backing the president, acting the government, texting like buzzing the bank. Homies subjecting the fit when they break it. My people so skates, holla. Let's think about this for a second. Couldn't let you do for aesthetics. When you sell your solo credits.
Like of these moments, like okay, this is fucking crazy. Like this is everyone's singing this shit. Like everyone's going crazy. In terms of the stage setup and everything, I thought it was dope. We should talk about. We should go in order. Because Tana Leone was first, and he's on the new Kendrick album.
Tana Leone, I thought was a female like singer or something.
Sounds like it, but no.
But it's the guy who's on the Mr. Morale
track
song from the new album.
Yeah.
Cause I know niggas faking it. You might have a plan, but tell me if it's faking it. Still ain't hot demand, eating off expensive plates and shit. Money in my hand, bet I'll make it something shake with it. Just pass me the ball, I bet I'll make a play with it. Here we go again, I hate it, hating cause I'm making it.
And he was okay. The music kind of just, I don't really get his hype as much. I don't really see what Kendrick might see in him. Like, he's cool, he can rap, he has some cool beats and stuff, he's a good performer, but it didn't really...
It's just something about the opening act, like, you just look around and, like, people aren't really into it yet.
And people were still feeling it. There still wasn't a lot of people there at that point,
we were sitting down, like, just kind of, like, it was enjoyable, but, like, I wasn't there to see that.
It was still pretty cool, though, that it was his first time playing outside America.
Yeah.
So that was kind of nice.
And that was the cool thing as well about how Baby Keem played after, and then, but, like, both of them joined Kendrick later on in the night.
Yeah, which is something that you don't really see in a lot of shows where it's like, even like festivals and stuff like that. I guess festivals a little bit different, but like if you go on tour with someone, you expect them to do their songs together, but most of the time they don't, which has always been super weird to me.
Yeah, because they kind of just want to do their set and then get off the stage.
Get out of there, yeah.
So this required a little bit more planning, and they definitely, like, the production value was there. With the whole stage show and the choreography and everything. Like,
yeah, Keem was dope. It was a shorter set than I think me and Alex wanted. It was only like probably 30 minutes or so.
Yeah, I was expecting like more hits from his last album, Melodic Blue. It was a lot more of the older Keem stuff that I don't know as well.
Yeah, I mean, he played 16, which I'm glad he did because that's dope. That's one of my favorites. He did Trademark USA. He did his part in Range Brothers, and they came out to do Range Brothers again. Later,
one of the ones I was surprised to hear was his verse from Donda.
Oh yeah, I didn't expect that at all.
I tell them, we still outside. Said, Tame Impala, sit outside, sit outside. Bitch, I'm still outside, I'm still outside, still outside. Let's get right. Let's get right.
Where he just did his whole kind of part of that song.
Yeah, I mean, he does
but
take up most of that
it sounded great in the stadium.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, and he's a great
vibe for
performer,
it.
and it was cool because, like, his effects and stuff, like, his camera effect was, like, very, slow, like, frame rate, so it was all kind of, like, blurry, and you almost, like, couldn't see him, which I thought was kind of cool.
And he comes out wearing, like, the kind of, the dress shirt with, like, the short, like, the...
Yeah, the little cow...
skinny
yeah,
tie.
what's that? Yeah, I don't know what that shit's called.
Yeah, Keem is definitely worthy of his spot in the limelight. As much as like we've over this whole podcast, we've like debated on whether or not like
He's actually that good, yeah.
just because he's Kendrick's cousin, but and then I'm pretty sure like it was the day after this concert hit like. Kendrick tweeting out some stuff about Keem being like, he is a lyrical genius. You guys don't get it. Like,
that was cool that he was tweeting that stuff after the Toronto show because it must have.
Well, there's 2 Toronto shows.
Yeah,
like that was the day of the second one.
Yeah, so like he was probably feeling dope about his show the previous night and was feeling it, which is cool. But
as far as so like do we don't notice anything else about the crowd? Like, because that is an interesting question.
Drake was there.
Yeah, apparently Drake was there.
Drake was in the crowd. I didn't see. Like,
no.
There was a couple people like hooting and hollering.
You had to be in the lower bowl to notice him.
Yeah, it was probably in those like luxury
seats
that you saw.
Boxes.
Yeah,
along the sides.
But that was interesting. That was neat seeing that video the day after on Academic's page and stuff.
In terms of the crowd and stuff, what I will say is that I stuck around in Toronto that night, and then Josh and Alex, they went back. I crashed with my girlfriend, spent the day with my girlfriend, and we went out like shopping and stuff, went to St. Lawrence Market for some food and stuff. And there was a lot of people wearing the merch for the Kendrick show that I'm assuming was from the day before, was from yesterday. So like, there was I kept seeing, and a lot of the time it was your guys' shirts that you guys got. Either because you got the gray one and Josh got the white one, right? Or the black one. We'll show a picture of it on the thing. But yeah, a lot of people were wearing that, so it was kind of cool just seeing people out and about. Be like, oh shit, like
it's funny. Actually, on like last Wednesday when I was at the jazz bar, there was somebody who walked in with the same shirt.
There you go.
He was wearing the same shirt as me, because I was wearing that black Kendrick shirt that night.
Yeah.
And there was a guy wearing the exact same shirt, same colors. So.
Yeah, it's kind of the crowd that you would expect for a Kendrick show, and it was like
we're in Canada, so the crowd was mostly white people, but like and like it's interesting, just the separation between who's actually down there in the pit, versus the seats. Like it seems like it's more. I mean, obviously it's got to be like these pit tickets are like what fucking like
gotta be
$2,000 or some shit.
Yeah, it's gotta
like,
be something crazy.
These people are
$500, I think,
at the very least.
It's just interesting, like enviously watching up from the
yeah, it's a part of concerts that I've tried my best
nosebleeds.
to kind of just accept at this point. Like there's some concerts where like before in the past I've kind of let it almost ruin the night or the experience, but now I'm just like, hey, I'm here. It's a vibe. I can look around and see everyone. Like it's still. I've learned to enjoy it.
Part of like my like being a little bit handicapped, I couldn't really enjoy it. Like get as physically into it as much. So I kind of got more into like just filming stuff and like trying to find cool moments and like because I actually kind of had a good vantage point for like it was farther out, but you could see everything that was happening on the stage
for sure.
But a lot of the time I was watching thinking, oh man, that must look so cool from down there. Like,
well, the thing is, the stage is set up also for Kendrick is like really long. So like when he goes up to the very end there, we can see him very well.
And then at the end, there was a thing where at the end of the stage, it went way up.
Yeah, and like to our level.
And he was like, like almost eye level with us. So that was kind of cool to see.
about some of the set design stuff. Like it was really cool how. Well, first of all, he had Helen Mirren, the actress.
Yeah.
Which
This man got Helen Mirren
narrating the concert. I don't know. Let us know if you have been to his other shows, like, because I don't know if that's like just a Toronto thing or if it's like.
No. I'm pretty sure that's every show.
I would think so, right?
If you get Helen Mirren, you're not just going to only use her on the Toronto show.
Yeah, I mean, she said Toronto though, so maybe they got her recording, saying all the different cities.
That's
that they're going
probably
to.
what they did.
Yeah. Still something that I did not expect at all. But it was really cool when the kind of box like came down on him at the end of the stage and 4 dudes were in it, and Helen Mirren's like, now it's time for your COVID test. And he actually takes a fucking COVID test. As far as I can tell, it looks like he actually got the thing up his nose. And then it said, like, you failed or whatever, you're contaminated, and then the whole fucking thing rises up and smoke pours out. It was fucking really cool moment.
Right when he turns down and then All Right starts playing.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like he's reinterpreting the meaning of All Right for, like, the modern COVID age, where it's like... Because, you know... Like the whole history of the Black Lives Matter movement, and then added on the COVID crisis.
Yeah.
Kind of like brings new life to that.
Yeah, it makes it a really powerful moment. Yeah, a lot of cool visual effects of like they had a lot of I guess projecting where they had like a light coming in and there was like his shadow was being projected on the back screen kind of thing. It was a really cool moment where it was like a bunch of arrows. I don't know if you guys remember that. There was a bunch of arrows in his back.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
I imagine like we'll have enough clips to kind of fill up this part of the podcast.
I'll throw up. I'll get you guys to send me your guys' shit. A lot of cool choreography as well.
I did see some people that had like there's like 4 dudes that had like matching like crowns of thorns.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
that was probably one of the more interesting people watching parts of the night.
I was expecting him to come out wearing that.
Yeah, because he wore that for that one performance in Glastonbury, but this time he had a very Michael Jackson-esque like diamond-studded glove.
Yeah.
What do you guys think that means? Is it kind of playing to the whole thing of like? And how he says it on Mr. Morale, like, talking about, like, oh, if R. Kelly wasn't abused, maybe he'd be different. Is it kind of like him being like, we have to forgive, like, Michael Jackson isn't our savior, we have to learn to kind of forgive people and shit? Like, is that the kind of angle you think, or is that just a coincidence, or?
I think Kendrick, like, leaves a lot up to their interpretation as well.
Yeah.
Like, when the Count Me Out song was playing, like, there was a thing that said on the side, you can wear a mask, but it doesn't change who you are on the inside and stuff like that. So he says kind of like vaguely like provocative type things, but it's not like he's coming out harshly as an anti-vax or like
or either way he's just
or he's coming out as like we should forgive all pedophiles and rapists or whatever either. But that certainly is a theme in the album with him having Kodak on that and trying to kind of talk about redemption and stuff like that and criticizing yourself. That being said, like if he's trying to really seriously say that we should be just cool with Michael Jackson, I'm not. But there's a higher point that's being made that's not just like
for sure.
It's not just like
see if you guys had
picking sides, like but that is an interesting thing that you noticed. Because I was expecting one thing that was interesting is how we've been seeing like some clips from stuff from the tour. On our Twitter feeds and stuff, and there was one clip I saw where he like disappeared.
Yeah, I saw that too.
I was half expecting to see something like that, but didn't happen.
Yeah, and people were talking about that clip, and I watched it like over and over and over again, just looking at it. I'm like, how the fuck? Like, it must have been a hologram or like
when they don't notice, he fucking goes onto an underground thing, and they just put a hologram right in his place, and then
I don't know. The whole puppet thing was cool. How he had the ventriloquist dummy for the one. I think it was only for like the one track. I kind of expected that to be more of a throughout thing, but
I don't know if I really remember that.
It was towards the beginning.
It was at the very first song.
Yeah.
The little cynical black sheep running away from it was all for rap. 28 years young, 20 million in debt. Bought a couple of mansions just for practice. 500 in jury, Chambers mansion. Never had it in public. Late reaction, 50K to cousin. Post the caption. Praying under my
terms of the songs that he played, it was a pretty healthy mix of all of his shit. Most of the stuff was from the new album, obviously. Probably like 5 songs from Damn, 5 songs from like Good Kid, Mad City. He only played 2 from To Pimp a Butterfly, which I was kind of disappointed with because it's my first time seeing Kendrick. He never did a To Pimp a Butterfly tour, really. I think he did like a small intimate one, like in America. And To Pimp a Butterfly is my favorite Kendrick album. But the more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm just like, well, those are the King Kunta and All Right. Those are the 2 most concert-y tracks on there. Like, it would be kind of weird if he did You or Black of the Berry or some of these other ones, you know.
I think if you were to do
maybe
that,
I would have liked to see I maybe, but these walls.
I think if you're gonna do that, like more of the songs from that, you would want to utilize like a full band.
That's the thing as well, yeah. But it sounded like he did have a full band. Like I heard live drums and guitar and stuff.
There was like a. But it was did you see like a little orchestra?
No, it must have been behind this. You heard it, Josh, right? Like a live band.
Not really.
Like for certain songs,
I
like
wasn't paying attention to that.
For like Money Trees and shit, like I could definitely, or like certain
Backseat
Freestyle.
I think maybe it just sounded like it, but.
It's because some of the instrumentation sounded different on some of his older stuff. Maybe it's like a re-recorded thing, or I figured it was just because a band just doing a live interpretation of it.
That's one we'll have to check.
Yeah.
Because I vaguely remember that,
yeah.
But like the fact that Josh doesn't remember it makes me think that we were both just fooled.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, we were both high as hell.
I just remember thinking, actually talking to the guy beside me, like we were talking about, like, man, this bass is fucking. You feel it in your. Like throughout your body, you know, it's like it just hits you. Like,
yeah.
I just remember talking about that, and the drums and shit. Like
this guy was hitting on you. What?
No, it's like it was just like you feel that the vibrations throughout. It's like when that bass, when that 808 hits, it's fucking.
Yeah.
It's like a punch to the gut, you know.
Certain songs, like I appreciated them more, like seeing them performed live, like DNA.
Yeah.
Like when you say that was a moment, it definitely was because when he gets to that really fast part of the flow.
You motherfuckers keep I better status and listen to you. My DNA not for imitation. DNA is abomination. This how it is when you in the matrix. That's a punish. We go with this. I was thinking of the punish. Living on us. I was sleeping in the
And
he's actually rapping like really well, and he's keeping up, and it's great.
And it's like when you hear the live performance of it, he's yelling harder than on the polished like studio track that I'm used to hearing as well. So it's like the music's being elevated by it being performed in this way. Which sometimes like you go to the concert and it sounds just like the iPod, and it doesn't actually.
It's almost not even.
You're kind of like, why did I spend this money? Like, coming all the way out here. I'm trying to think of like other standout moments when they played Mad City. Like
that was huge.
Ever since that day, I was looking.
The whole yacht. I'm so glad I got to scream "yak yak yak yak" at some point in my life. With other people screaming it as well.
Instead of just screaming yacht 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 yacht.
I'm a few surprises here. I'm kind of surprised he did Crown. It was a nice moment of him playing the piano and singing and stuff. And I don't think it was the full song, but it's something I didn't really expect. I didn't expect him to play Lust either. He didn't play the whole thing though. He just did a part of it, I think.
Yeah.
Or just like the instrumental or something.
It was like one of those theatrical moments where he's lying down on a bed in the on the stage, and the track is playing. It's not. Really
he's not performing it. Yeah.
It's just like a little like this.
I remember that moment. They got into the whole groove of that song. I mean, it really is a classic, but it's maybe one you wouldn't expect to hear.
Yeah,
but I like that uncompromisingness of playing that like slow piano driven shit from the new album.
Even if it's not as hype, you don't want to be on.
It's not about
on
hype,
10 the
hype
whole time.
24/7 either. Yeah, like
I don't go to Kendrick's music to be like, oh, it's a party, it's a vibe. Like that's if it was if I was ever like standing still at a Travis Scott show, he's not doing his job right.
Yeah,
But
start booing. Like,
yeah, but Kendrick Lamar, that's you want those kind of moments where it's just him rapping and you're just listening.
Yeah, and you realize that there's like way more sides to his like performing ability than just the fast.
He also played a little bit of "We Cry Together," and I was excited to see how he would perform that song, but then he didn't. He just did like the kind of the chorus.
That's one for the.
But I'm like, you know what? It's probably for the best he didn't play it.
Apparently,
honestly.
I saw a thing where it's like he's already nominated for an Oscar for best short film for the
the
video
music
for that,
video for
which
that.
we haven't even seen
No,
yet.
it was only played like at a theater in LA or some shit, and then he
Like,
just
fuck
didn't
you!
release it.
Give us the video already.
I'm sure.
Is it going to be so controversial that it's going to be a whole Twitter
don't know.
moment whenever it drops?
It would be a crime if he didn't release it. That's for sure.
No Auntie Diaries live.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I didn't really expect that
would
one
have gone.
either, though.
That would have gone interestingly.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's one thing you notice even in the live performance of a song like "All Right" that uses the N-word a lot. When you're performing it, when he's performing it in front of like mostly white people, you can tell that he like doesn't really necessarily say it.
Yeah.
And it's not like I'm thinking, oh man, what? I got ripped off. I didn't even get him to hear say the actual N-word.
Well, I think a lot of the time, like,
but it's like
used to punch up something in the shit, so it's like, well, if they need to take a breath here for an actual live performance, it's a decent word to omit, just like, you know?
Yeah, and you're letting all these white people off the hook for given all
Yeah, I
this,
guess
this,
he's being
this history
careful with
this history of him,
yeah.
You know,
For sure.
and and forcing white people to say the N-word.
Yeah.
But I didn't even really notice that.
That's something I didn't
that's a
really
very
catch.
small thing, but
Another thing, back kind of a reference back to when we were reviewing the album, I mentioned how I was kind of comparing Kendrick's albums to different mediums of art, whether this album is a movie, this album is a book, or whatever. And I said that Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers was kind of like a play, and how it went in terms of the track list and stuff, and the metaphors and everything like that. And going to this show kind of reaffirmed that for me, because there's a lot of choreography, a lot of different kind of set changes and shit, and like I think it reinforces that point that I was trying to make from there. So that was cool to see as well.
yeah, it was a good moment for like the stuff from the new album wasn't as lit, but like I personally enjoyed it just because like it felt like a good like moment of like wrapping up the summer already a little bit in my mind, given that it's August.
Yeah, dog days are here,
And we're almost there. And I'm reflecting back on my
you're
summer,
wearing hoodie and pants,
listening to this album, and like how much I love the song "Die Hard."
Yeah,
You know, just the lyrics. I get emotional about life.
Yeah,
And
crazy.
Just like the simplicity of words like that, and I started to get a little bit wistful watching that type of shit, and like with all the dancing along to it too, it was great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah,
Yeah, baby.
baby.
Yeah, Purple Hearts was a moment too.
Yeah.
One of the kind of underrated tracks on the
Yeah.
album. Kind of disappointing like that you can't like they cut it short at every time that there's a feature on any of the new
cuts it
stuff
short,
he cuts
yeah.
it short because obviously you can't
Aside from the Baby Keem shit, you
can't really do it, yeah.
And they also did during Kendrick's set they did Vent off Baby Keem's album, which I was surprised to hear as well, just because Kendrick is such a minuscule part in that song. He's just like the chorus.
yeah
But it was cool to see them both on stage together. It was a dope.
to get to see
that.
Baby Keem say ice cream booger.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Yeah. And just getting to yell top of the morning
Sub-Zero.
is great.
Let's get it, let's get it.
Yeah, and then it was a pretty special moment bringing out Keem and Tana Leone for the end part of the concert.
What was the song he ended on?
Pull up the set list.
It's true.
That's gonna take like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I forget.
The point is, I'm glad that he didn't tease an encore. He was like, he said his goodbyes and his thank yous and stuff.
You know, it's 2022.
He left and the lights went on and the music came on and we're like, okay,
it's time to
I don't
stop
wanna
with this fucking fake encore bullshit.
Either come back out like right away after people start chanting and stop wasting our time, or just be like, turn the lights on right away. Don't even fucking give us the opportunity. Don't let us sit there like idiots for 10 minutes.
Yeah, I hate standing there.
Not to come out because why not try to fucking beat the rush out of there? So it's an important
Savior last.
Savior, right?
That's the weird thing about yeah, like right when I start to feel the end of a concert, I'm just like, and like, okay, like now my day is complete. Now it's all about trying to get home as quick as possible. I wasn't about to go and party afterwards with my injured hand anyway. And I fell asleep on the train.
Nice. Some of my favorite things that I yelled out were, because it's all about me. I yelled King Kunta, which I'm glad I got off, and I yelled, "You are not my savior," which I thought was pretty good. But it's not the kind of concert that you get an audience reaction from you yelling something, because people are yelling the whole fucking time.
It's
a
the
huge
Scotiabank
venue.
Arena. You're not.
Yeah,
gonna,
I'm not going to get anyone.
You're not getting any attention there.
Anything else people want to get off about the show in itself before I tell my tale of the train ride?
Well, I was
back?
thinking as well about how, like, watching. Did you see that one kid getting kicked out of the pit?
No.
He was like getting like the security guys were dragging him out of there.
Yeah.
I was wondering what he did wrong. It was kind of cool how, like, in the pit, like, it's not at capacity. Like, you know, you can tell that, like, it's expensive because it's not all the way filled up.
Yeah.
So there was, like, people around the middle part of it, and then when Kendrick started
moved,
to
go,
people moved around.
Yeah.
There were some people that I saw, like, who were just standing, like, outside of the crowd a little bit, but who were, like, way more into, like, running around kind of dances.
I saw some guys, people fucking doing some crazy
people who love to do, like the Key and Peele sketch about the guys who have to, like, every time someone, like, says a joke, they have to fucking, like, run around and, like, do a whole, like...
Don't know. That's a reference I won't get.
The whole point of, like, dancing, like there's normal dancing in the spot, and then there's guys who have to run around and do a whole...
coke or some shit. For sure.
It was kind of fun watching those guys do their thing. There was at least one, like, mosh pit that I saw develop.
I remember that.
But I think security was making sure things didn't get too rowdy.
Yeah.
There's one person who threw something on the stage.
Oh, I saw that, and he threw it back.
Kendrick threw it back.
I couldn't quite tell what it was, but
yeah, that could have been a whole incident.
Yeah, and also that he did a Cash App ad before he came on.
That's the thing I want to talk about too, because
strange.
I really want to.
And then he posted it later, like a few days later.
I know this is like, this could be a whole thing, but, like, guys, is Kendrick a fucking sellout capitalist shill pig for doing a Cash App ad and showing it to us all, and then without explaining that this is an ad either, but just kind of showing it, like, do we feel as consumers, like, how I know we love Kendrick, but, like, can we call capitalist whoring? Can we call it what it is when we see it, or are we saying, like, are we giving him a break with this one?
I'm not giving him a break, because, like, he did definitely sell out with that one, but I still love him and I still love his music. So I'm not gonna, like, this.
No, it's not like this is it for us being fans of Kendrick, but, like, come on, like, we have to be able to call this out when we see it.
I would rather have it not happened or not be a thing. Like, it's cool if he did it and he posted it on his YouTube or whatever, but, like, having it before a show was kind of off-putting.
Because you don't get to choose whether you see it or not.
And then just tweeting it out, like...
And it's dangerously close to there being commercials at concerts where I don't want that.
I have a problem with presenting something as no, but presenting this as if it's just financial advice when really it's an ad.
Yeah.
that goes against my ethics and my moral. Like, if you can do ads, but you have to do #ad under it so people know that it's not real news. Like,
I'm more in the camp of like, if you're gonna fucking
and
sell
also-
out and do an ad,
and
do
it-
an ad. Don't try to make it artsy and shit. Just fucking you know. That's my opinion, but
then it's like, what are we gonna say? Tyler can't do his Converse
that's
shit
the
that he
thing,
wanted to do.
yeah.
Like, that's okay because like I know he's passionate
That's his
about
own
shoes
brand and shit, though,
and
like-
fashion and stuff. So it's like that's art in itself. It's not like just doing a Cash App thing. It's just straight up like I don't know.
It's hard to
I'm
defend that.
I feel a little bit betrayed by I mean,
Especially for how woke Kendrick portrays himself to be
And
and
also
shit.
because-
I'm sure Cash App is doing horrible shit
Yeah,
somewhere. Like they
sure.
must be.
Yeah,
It's just
they're a
like
huge
I haven't done
company.
any research, but I just know it.
Yeah.
But there's also like a matter of like with the difference between Tyler's thing is that you can choose whether you see it or not. You can choose whether or not you watch it or not. This was right before a concert, so it's like that's the thing that I hate about advertising. Is
And it's
that
like
it shoves it in your face
And it's
without
because
your permission.
it was perfectly timed where like the lights went out, people started cheering, Kendrick's gonna come on, Cash App ad. And then he comes on. So
And-
everyone was looking at
And the
watching.
ad started off as like you're not sure if it's an ad yet,
Yeah.
and then once they start talking about financial security and stuff like
Yeah.
that, you're like, okay, come on, guys,
Yeah.
this is a
kind of a fucking tease.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I thought he was like, is he saying something about like financial finances and like maybe it's like some statement or something like that? But no, then the Cash App logo comes up.
And let us know as well if you've been to any of his other shows since the Toronto show or before, if he has done that every single time type thing. I'm curious to know. Now that he's posted it on his YouTube, I wonder if he's still doing that at his shows. Who knows?
If he was Kanye West, he would have posted the thing that was like the amount of money he got paid to do that or whatever,
Yeah,
just to be like,
you would know.
just to show you guys that like I'm getting the bag directly, and
Yeah.
then this is just about money. Like,
Yeah. Interesting choice. Yeah, I can't really stand beside it. I'm not going to really.
the
fucking
Rapcast
bully
is
him too much on
taking
it,
a bit of a critical posture on that
Yeah.
one, but we'll let it slide because
but,
he's gonna bring fucking utopia.
yes, sir.
And then
That's Travis
it'd be
Scott.
ironic if this podcast got an ad break.
Yeah. Hey, we're brought to you by Cash App.
We're brought to you by.
You guys fuck with money? Well, look no further.
We were brought to you by Manscaped. Shave your balls.
Yeah. If it was just like that, I'd be like, that's kind of funny. But yeah, I don't know. Anyway.
Kendrick interrupts a performance of his most emotional song
Yeah.
to be like, and by the way, this couldn't have been possible without the nice folks at WestJet
Oh god.
for making this whole thing possible.
Now let's get back to Mother I So.
Yeah. Crazy.
You can get 20% off if you
Live ad
Type in
breaks
the
during
promo
concerts
code.
is
Dude, if
crazy.
there's
the promo code King Kunta. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Oh,
Kendrick,
God.
I'm not doing that.
If they actually start doing commercials during concerts, I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
I'm just not going to concert anymore.
I'm going to kill myself. Like that is like the last straw. Like,
Yeah, that's
this
crazy.
is it. This is the last.
PG Lang collabs with Lockheed Martin to present
Shit.
the newest fucking. Yeah, I don't know. This bit is running out of steam quickly. Let's move on.
And speaking of the audience, I'll just get one story off quick. So I stayed overnight at my girlfriend's place, had a day there, watched the Nope movie with my buddies and her. Went back on the train. Kendrick did 2 shows in Toronto. I happened to leave and be on the train the same time they were leaving anyway, so I got the Kendrick crowd for the second night, and the Jays fans as well. And there was
God.
there was a Pitbull show apparently that night, so there was a whole variety of
That's
people.
a fun train to be on.
Oh, it was the craziest train ride because as soon as the doors opened for the train at Union Station, I'm like, okay, I have to just find a seat. I don't care where it is. I don't want to have to stand. I'm sitting down. I go up to the second floor there. I sit down, but it was one of the things one of the carts that has the bathroom on the second floor where it's like super tiny. Have you seen those?
Yeah.
And it smelled like shit the entire ride. Like, smelled horrible. I had
You
a
were
mask
sitting
on.
right next to it?
I was sitting right next to it. But
Oh,
I'm like,
okay.
I don't want to get up and move because I would rather just sit down. And I had a mask on, so it wasn't that bad. People all around me were bitching. And also, like, no one was really around me because no one wanted to sit close to it, so I kind of had my own space. But some
Things
guy,
you do just for some fucking personal space.
But some guys did sit beside me for a little bit at first, and we were kind of talking a bit about like, oh, what train you're going to and shit like that. You know, seems like a nice enough guy. And then he mentions and I also didn't have my headphones, so I had to just do nothing the whole train ride. It sucked. But he mentioned to his buddies that were there, kind of the same age as us, and he mentioned how like he mentioned to his buddy how like he didn't get the vaccines, but he had a buddy at a pharmacy that like made it look like he cheated the system to make it look like he got the vaccines. And I'm like, okay, he's a bonehead, but like whatever.
Wait, was this a Kendrick fan or a Jay's fan?
Kendrick fan.
Oh, okay.
These guys were at the Kendrick show. And I'm okay, whatever. That's people can be anti-vax. I'm not gonna open my mouth and say anything, right? And then he mentioned something about they're going back to poor credit or something, and they mentioned something about, 16 or 17-year-old girls. And and then I'm like, even as a joke, I'm uncomfortable with that. But I'm also not going to say anything because he has a whole group of goons here that fucking who knows what the fuck I'm alone. I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to sit here in silence and just be mad at this guy.
You kicked his ass on the behalf of all white knights.
But luckily, right after that, they went off on the train. So they went to a different card or some shit. So I'm like, oh, okay, I don't have to deal with them. That's fine. Then 10 minutes go by, and then this girl kind of comes and sits across from me. And then this dude, her boyfriend or whatever, comes up and he's screaming at her, being like, "Don't fucking talk to people you don't." Toronto mans. Both of them are Toronto mans accents. Don't fucking talk to people you don't fucking know, eh? You don't know him, you don't know her, so shut the fuck up. He's just going off on her, and I'm like, whoa.
Wait, that sounds like British.
Wait, this is guy on guy vibe?
No, guy on girl to his girl. He's screaming at his girl.
Oh, at the girl.
Yeah, calling her a bitch and shit, and she keeps being like, well, I'm not going home with you anymore. Like, oh, I'm going to a bar.
She's sitting there like, guy,
fuck
guy.
This. Yeah. But
she's I'm not even talking to anybody, yo.
But she was. That's the thing, is that she gets up from there and she starts talking to these random fucking people, and he's pissed and he's like, yo, it smells like fucking shit in here. and then people are laughing at that shit. But I'm still kind of fucking scared because he's saying he's gonna fucking punch someone out because it smells so bad. He's saying it smells like jail in here because he's been to fucking jail. And I'm just fucking sitting here and I'm like, okay, I just have to not fucking bring any attention to myself. This guy's gonna fucking leave me alone. Because they're sitting right beside me.
This straight up sounds like something I would constantly have to deal with in ADHD school, the school bus, shit like that. Like you stay quiet, you don't say anything.
Half of me was expecting him to just be pissed at some point and just take my head and fucking smash it against the fucking window. I was kind of scared. And then she sits back down, and then she starts talking to me, and I'm like, no, I don't want anything to do with this. And then she was like, hi, I like your tattoo. I'm like, no.
You're like, come over here, baby girl. I'll show you a good time.
God damn. And I was like, I kept being just like a completely flat out ignorer, and I'd be like, no. And she's like, oh, I like your tattoo, and I say thanks, and I shouldn't have said anything. And then she's like, can I take a picture of it? I'm like, no, because that's a weird thing to fucking ask. And she's like, oh, I like you. You remind me of my brother or whatever. I'm just like, fucking whatever. Like,
she's like trying to
she's trying to fucking be friends with me, all of a sudden, or
to make the other dude jealous, right there,
right, and he's sitting right beside me, and I'm like, I don't want to get involved.
And you're sitting there thinking, I've watched enough Geordie Shore episodes
to know where this goes. And then she's like, my name's Janine or whatever. She tries to shake my hand, and I'm like, no, I don't want, stop. And then she's quiet for a second. Then she gets up, tries to sit almost on my lap, and takes her phone and is like, "I'm here with my new friend. Fucking, I just want to take a picture of my new friend." And I'm like, "Yo, get the fuck off me!"
Wow, she's trying to do a live TikTok.
She tried to fucking
TikTok
really
followers.
Make her fucking this dude jealous, and then I'm like, "Get the fuck off!" And then he said something to her, not even to me. He didn't acknowledge me, thank God. And they got off on the next fucking stop, and I was like, Jesus Christ, man, what a fucking wild ass. And it took an hour and a half to get home, too. It usually takes an hour, but it took fucking extra long because it was fucking, I don't fucking know, people were pulling emergency buttons and shit. It was a terrible train ride.
We just slept.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I had a decent time.
Goddamn.
Yeah, it's weird when you're on those mixed train rides where it's Jay's fans, concert goers.
Yeah.
I find that it's usually, for me, it's the Jays fans that are a problem. They're the ones that are mostly drunk.
Because the
ones that are not wearing a mask ever. That are
no one was wearing a mask. That's why I was the only one actually sitting there the whole time. And the couple that were screaming at each other and shit, they were Kendrick fans as well. So it's just damn. There's also these.
Maybe they're just reenacting "We Cried."
Yeah, that song must have really hit close to them. Maybe, I don't know, man.
For some reason, we always do the segment when we talk about concert going of what was our view of the people
Yeah.
And what are our little stereotypes about people that we picked
it's
up?
just fun talking about.
But with Kendrick, he's too popular of an artist
just
for you to
anyone,
really...
yeah.
Like, I saw all types of people.
Yeah, same.
It was like a
There were
pretty...
some kids, I think, too.
A pretty good representative of the population of Toronto.
Yeah.
Like,
There's some people who just want to go because it's Kendrick, because like, oh, it's the big popular thing to go to now. You know what I mean? And there's some who are genuinely.
I think there's a
fans.
pretty good level of like musical intelligence at the
sure.
concert as well. Like, you could tell it was people who had been fucking with Kendrick for a long time. He hasn't been to the city for like a minute.
Few years, yeah. Probably the most popular artist I've seen live, I would think.
And especially considering how many times Toronto, and this is kind of local rap news, is how OVO Fest was a complete bust because Drake got COVID a day before it.
Rescheduled it.
The Weeknd couldn't do his show at Rogers Centers because fucking Rogers blackout happened to happen that day.
Yep.
Like, it's been bad luck for Toronto concert goers, and it was good that this went through, because like if somehow this show got canceled, I think that would have been it for Toronto as a center for music or as a place for
bring it over to Hamilton, people.
Well, I saw as well apparently for the OVO Fest, like I saw the crowds for like the Lil Wayne, Nicki Minaj, like the Young Money fucking reunion, and the crowds were like dead. I'm like, God, if you're gonna spend, like, that's the thing. That's probably more of the case of like, oh, you go to it because it's the thing to go to, not even because you fucking like Lil Wayne.
And with those ones, the prices were
dumb expensive.
Way.
But I've been looking at prices. Like I was looking at Steve Lacy
These Kendrick
tickets
were affordable.
Yeah,
by the way,
for sure.
So,
but I was looking at Steve Lacy tickets because I'm like, well, I really like his new album. That might be a fun time, live instruments and shit. But he's performing at History. But tickets for like the floor are like $200. I'm like, at a fucking History? Like, what the fuck?
That's not that bad.
Yeah, but like, we went to Earl and Action Bronson and fucking Boldy James for like $90.
Yeah, I guess that was a lot.
So $200 for Steve Lacy is even that popular? Like, I thought that would be a cheap ass show.
Apparently he is.
And Joji as well, the same fucking thing. I really wanted to see him.
Anything that's more
fall,
popular with like the TikTok Zoomers is just going to be more expensive because
maybe,
their parents are paying for it anyway.
Maybe.
So,
or maybe History is starting to become. Maybe it's not that great of a venue and it's starting to fucking really upcharge the tickets or something. Who knows?
Because they got 2 bars or whatever, so like they gotta make them.
Drake needs to pay for his next fucking yacht or whatever.
Yeah, God damn, his new fucking jet.
So prices are going up.
Yeah,
that'd be funny if like Drake single-handedly, like he was the one behind like the oil crisis somehow.
He's
like
tipping over these fucking oil rigs in the middle of oceans. He's fucking evil villain shit.
Yeah,
crazy.
Okay, so do you want to do our game? I'm gonna get a beer.
Okay, grab me a Twisted as well. I let Alex kind of explain the game because he came up with it, and I know the rules, but there's a few little stipulations that we should nail out right here.
Let's nail out some stipulations.
Oh, let's do. That's my favorite hobby.
So this game is called Ned's Declassified. We're gonna be doing trivia for our favorite Nickelodeon. Okay, so I'm gonna call this game 3 Degrees of Earl Sweatshirt.
Ooh, okay.
The point of the game is to connect 2 artists that have never collaborated with each other through other songs who they have a mutual collaborator.
6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon, but for rappers is what we're doing, and R&B artists and stuff too.
So we're gonna do. So Josh is gonna come up with combinations.
Came up with 10 combinations.
We're gonna do it in turns.
Yeah.
It'll be my turn. So if it's my turn, I can say, oh, okay, the thing is like Earl Sweatshirt and Jhené Aiko. The song, okay, Earl Sweatshirt was on Whoa with Tyler, the Creator. Tyler, the Creator did a fucking Trouble on My Mind with Pusha T. And Pusha T was on Click with Big Sean, and Big Sean was on 2088 with Jhené Aiko. So that would be 4... That'll be 4 different names that connect those 2 artists that have never been on a song together.
And points-wise, we're doing 4 plus. If you get it in 4, maybe if you do 5 or 6, if you have to, that's going to be 1 point. Or 3 song. Getting it in 3 songs is 2 points. Getting it in 2 songs is 3 points. Getting it in 1 song, is that 4 points or 5?
Yeah, it should be 4 points.
4 points. So it kind of goes backwards. It's kind of difficult to wrap your mind around, but I'll have graphics up and stuff as well to help you guys through it.
So when it's my turn, the ball's in my court. I can say how many
You have.
collaborators I need. We should come up with an easy term for it. Like, let's just call them collabs or whatever.
Okay.
So if I think I can do it in 4 collabs, but he can steal a point if he can do it in less,
Yeah.
then the ball's in his court. I can take it back from him if I can do it in less than what
Yeah.
he says he can do it from.
So a lot of the time will be us sitting in silence thinking, and then we'll reveal the actual steps. And we have to actually know the name of the song. If you don't know the name of the song, then you can. If you know the album it's on, that's fine. If it's a Lucy track, then you have to know the name of the song, and we can't
Yes.
look anything up.
Okay.
Anything else to hammer out?
I try to avoid any like glaringly obvious ones.
Yeah.
Like that are too easy. Like for example, you guys sent me like a bunch of singular artists beforehand, and I got to pick and choose which ones to combine. I avoided something like Kali Uchis and ASAP Rocky because that's too easy. Tyler's been on something
Okay.
called. It was like that's too easy, so I tried to avoid that. I tried to
Okay.
have at least like 2 different.
Okay, so we might not even.
From what I'm aware.
Yeah, we might not get 4 points, but if one of our hip hop brains are able to fucking come up with one, then
All right, so
we'll
let's
see it.
flip a coin or
You guys
something
know
to
we
see who
flip
goes
ideas.
Will we
first.
flip the SF? Will that work? If we like heads or tails?
Okay, tails.
Okay, landed perfectly on its side. Let's do it again.
Okay.
That's
that's heads.
tails. This is heads.
Oh, okay.
That's tails.
All
You
right,
go
so I
first.
get to go first.
Okay.
All right, give me one.
Let me pull up the lists. Two of the two artists that you picked, Kevin Abstract and 2 Chainz.
Okay. All right. Kevin Abstract
This could be also in Brockhampton.
and 2 Chainz.
Okay, also Brockhampton.
When you think about like who else, because like Kevin Abstract really hasn't collaborated with like that many people. So if you're thinking Brockhampton as well, like Roadrunner or Ginger.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna need to think about this for 1 second.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah, right. I wanted to start it out. I didn't want to make it too easy. I'm gonna get a drink, real quick. What you guys are thinking? Oh, the big.
Okay, I know.
Oh, I
Okay, I
have
got
one as
it.
well.
I got
Okay.
it.
I'll be right back. Hold on.
Okay.
All
Damn.
right.
It's a shame that you guys like got it just as I was leaving.
Okay.
So.
So I'm gonna.
Alex goes first.
I'm gonna say that I can do it in 4 songs. If you think you can steal it,
I can do it in 2. I think. So Kevin Abstract. Should I reveal mine now, or should?
I'm gonna see if I'm gonna think if I can do it in less. But if
Okay.
I can't, then that's a point. That's a
Okay.
stolen point. Oh no, I can do it. I can do it with one.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so should I go first because I have more, or should you go first because it's your turn?
This might be one that I will go first, and I might be wrong.
Okay.
But let me know if this is true.
All right.
Kevin Abstract was on the song from Roadrunner that has ASAP Rocky on it.
Name of the song?
The song was called "Count Me In."
Count on me. But yeah, that's
Okay,
yeah.
close enough. And ASAP Rocky was on a song. Was on the song "Fucking Problems" with 2 Chainz.
That's my exact scenario. That's my exact
Woo!
one. I thought. Is that 2 or 1?
It's 1 because the artist connecting them is ASAP.
Oh, 1 artist. Oh, okay, gotcha. So that is 1, yeah. So I guess you take it. 'Cause I can't come up with any
the farther
other ones.
the farther route would have been. I was thinking you could connect it with Snot has a song with ASAP Rocky, and ASAP Rocky has.
Yeah,
one.
I was trying to think of Snot
But
or like Slow Tie or.
I took Snot out of the equation, and I got there
Yeah.
faster. So
Because I was thinking as well, like ASAP Rocky and 2 Chainz have to have collabed before, but I couldn't think of any until I'm like, oh, fucking problems. It's
All right.
these posse cuts that might help us out, like One Train
Yeah.
and shit, you know.
it might just get down
Really
to the
dope.
point where everybody does it with only one
With one,
artist.
we just ended up equal points. All right, Josh.
So four points.
Toss me one.
I'll stick with the ASAP Rocky thing. So ASAP Rocky and Steve Lacy.
Oh fuck. I don't know a lot of Steve Lacy's work, honestly. Enough to collaborate it.
I might be able to beat you depending on what your bet
I might
is.
not even get one.
What's your bet?
What are some Steve Lacy collaborations?
I'm trying to think.
We can't really say them out loud because then you're just
Yeah.
giving it away to me.
I can do it in two.
A$AP Rocky and Steve Lacy and two. I'm trying to figure
My
out.
route is, I don't think you know my route even. I think it's a song that you wouldn't know, but it's confirmed. Yeah.
All right, fine. I'll give you the point.
It's a tough one.
I can't do it better.
Steve Lacy, the song, it's Sunshine, right? It's called Sunshine on the new Steve Lacy album with Fouché. Fouché has a song on her past album, I think called Slime, with Lil Yachty. And Lil Yachty is on the song Bahamas with A$AP Rocky on the Cozy Tapes too.
Damn, that's a good one.
That took a second.
Yeah.
There's
Because
Steve
that's
Lacy.
two. It's
What other
Lil Yachty and
and
Fouché. Yeah.
What other artists has Steve Lacy really collabed with though?
I was trying to do something with his collab with Childish Gambino and Thundercat from It Is What It Is.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
But I
he
couldn't
was on
think
that.
of. But I don't think Thundercat or Childish
Gambino
has
have
been
worked
on a
with-
thing with A$AP
no.
Rocky. That's the thing.
Technically, A$AP Rocky and Childish Gambino were on a BET cipher from 2012 with Joey Badass.
BET cipher
But
doesn't count.
that's the only thing. That's something that only I know.
That's another
so.
thing. Is like, I think we should disqualify remixes where they added fucking Ariana Grande verse to the Weeknd song.
Oh, I think that's
Save Your
that's
Tears.
fair.
Or, okay, we can do that.
I think that's fair.
But not like not ciphers.
No, cipher. No, it has to be like on streaming or like it has to
Yeah.
be like a song. All right, so I got.
All right.
How many points did I got it in two? So that's 3 points for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's four to
Josh at
3.
4, I'm at 3.
Okay, my turn again.
I should write. We should be writing this down.
Let's do.
All right, this game is pretty fun actually. Now that I'm starting to get into the.
Let's do something that I'm surprised who haven't collaborated before. Janae Aiko and Kali Uchis. I'm surprised they haven't collaborated before.
And the R&B back here.
Janae Aiko and Kali Uchis.
Oh, I could do it in one if I remember the fucking name of the song. I don't think I do.
Oh
though.
no.
I don't know if I remember the name though.
I'm trying to remember.
I don't think I remember either of the song names. Fuck.
Okay, I'm gonna say I can do it in 2.
Okay.
Option to steal if you can. We'll give you
Okay.
a minute to see if you want to try to steal.
I can try to do it in one, but if I fuck up the names of the songs, then I'm out.
Then it's no points.
All right, so I'll give it a shot from what I think I remember from what it is. So Janae Aiko had a song called "The Vapors" with Vince Staples. I guess you guys can't really confirm that because I don't know if you would know.
Josh, you can look up if that's what
Yeah.
the song's called.
I'm pretty sure that one's called "The Vapors." I'm 90% sure.
Is it a Janae Aiko
It's a
song?
Janae Aiko song with Vince Staples.
Okay, featuring Vince Staples?
Yes.
Okay. Vapors. Yep, that is
Vince Staples? Okay. And then Vince Staples was on a Kali Uchis single with Steve Lacy. This song I just added to my phone in the past week.
If you
I don't
can't
remember what it's called.
then
I'm going to say it's called Only Girl. And I can confirm that. I'll confirm it right now.
Okay, you're
And
gonna
let's see. Yeah, I got it on my phone right here. I added it the other day.
Okay.
Only Girl, baby.
Let's
go.
Fuck off, man.
Steve Lacy and Vince. Wow, that's a recent addition. I wouldn't have had anything.
That's a tough one.
Except for
That's
that.
a tough one. I didn't even have anything really. I just
What was your other one?
I was confident that I
Oh.
would know. I was gonna say Time. The song with Time links it up with that links Kali Uchis up with Mac Miller and Anderson .Paak, and I feel like
Anderson .Paak was not, or Free Nationals.
I could have.
Free Nationals worked with Anderson .Paak. Anderson .Paak worked with Mac. So that would have been like 3.
Well, did Mac ever work with Janae Aiko? I actually don't think.
I don't think so. No.
But I could have. Someone who worked with Mac probably has.
Yeah.
I could have maybe done it with 2. It could have
Yeah.
required a couple more minutes of thinking, but I probably
But
would have done it.
I got the one.
Damn, so that's a
Vince,
pretty good steal. So you're up
I'm at
7 to
7. Or
4.
Alex is at
7 to 4.
All right.
And it's your turn. So I'm gonna have to try to steal a point here. That was a tough one.
That was a tough one.
Because I don't know. I
had
don't know
nothing-
either of those songs.
Yeah, that's the thing.
What was that? What was Vince Staples featuring?
Janet Echo featuring Vince Staples is the same album that has Bed Piece with Childish Gambino on it.
Oh,
She also has a song with Absol on it.
I don't
so
even
it's
go
good.
that far back into Janae Aiko's
It's good.
discography.
I didn't listen. I don't know the whole album. I know those few songs.
This one's gonna be tricky. Mac Miller and Nicki Minaj.
Oh Jesus.
Oh, I think I can do it. But
Oh.
we'll see how much confidence you have.
I got it in one.
Oh shit! I thought that was gonna be tricky.
Then again, I shouldn't have given the Mac one to the Mac fans.
We're both pretty big Mac fans.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, I got it in one.
All right, what is it?
Mac Miller had a song with Lil Wayne, The Question, off Macadelic, and then Nicki Minaj. Let's just say Dark Side of the Moon. That's the first one that came to my mind with Nicki Minaj, but there's plenty of
that's a
collabs
good
between.
Lil Wayne.
I was trying to think of
Lil
like
Wayne
Nicki
is the
Minaj.
key.
It's
Lil Wayne
either
is-
Drake or Lil Wayne, but like Drake infamously didn't have a feature with Mac Miller. So
As this game goes on, we'll realize that Wayne, Kanye, Drake,
yeah.
some of these artists they've collaborated with so many people that they are a cheat code in
Yeah.
this game.
All right, so I'm at 11. Alex is at 4.
We should
trailing.
maybe do a rule where like once you've used one artist as a
Okay. Yeah.
link in the chain, you can't use it
So
anymore.
I've used Lil Wayne. We've used Vince Staples. We've used Rocky.
and
Or will that make it too difficult?
it's too hard to keep track of them all, but
Yeah.
maybe I don't know.
If it's obvious to us that it's a connection, you know. All right, Yacht's turn.
Okay.
Maybe there should be a cap on like you can't use it like more than like 3 times by the end of the game. Like
You can't. Let's just say
can't
you
just
can't
use
lose
Lil Wayne every
Lil
time.
Wayne and Drake more than once because those are two.
That's too easy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so Lil Yachty and Conway the Machine.
Oh fuck off.
I can do it in one.
Oh shit. Because you know more about Conway than I do. I'm trying to think of some more recent features. I can do it in 2. So what do you got?
They were both on Donda.
Oh fuck. Yeah, you're right.
You're right.
Damn.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Yachty worked with Tyler on the TD song. Tyler worked with West Side Gun on 427, and then Conway and West Side Gun obviously worked together. So Alex got 4 points. So he's at 8. I'm at 11. So I'm still ahead, but not by
Okay.
much.
Okay, so your turn.
So
Yep.
this is competitive. I can still steal.
Yeah.
You gotta up the ante. You gotta try to do even harder ones.
Yeah.
That's kind of why I want to maybe for the last ones like do some more like real out of left field like Justin Bieber,
Yeah.
fucking
I wanted to
Ariana
bring-
Grande or something
I
like
wanted
that.
to bring in James Blake.
I was thinking of writing down Alessia Cara
Oh,
on there
God.
just because
Logic.
you'd have to just link the Logic song somehow into that with somebody else. But you know, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
I
know.
was gonna do that with Dallas Green working with Shad that one time, and then
Oh,
like,
I don't
Shad-
even know that.
Yeah, Shad.
I
would be
couldn't
too
I
hard,
couldn't do
though.
that one.
Yeah, no. It wouldn't be for
You
us.
could say, yeah, Dallas Green had the song with the Tragically Hip. The Tragically Hip did that collab album with ASAP Rocky.
That'd be crazy. 21 Savage and Brent Faiyaz.
It was mine?
Yeah.
Easy.
Oh yeah, that's one. Is it if we both get it in one? Is that a break or is that just like?
It's your point because it was your turn.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, I can do it in one with Brent Faiyaz and fucking. Oh wait, do I even know the name of the song?
All right. If you
Oh,
can't,
no, yeah,
if you
no.
can't come up with it,
No, Brent Faiyaz and Tyler the Creator, Gravity, Tyler the Creator, and 21 Savage, Cash In Cash Out by Pharrell. I was trying to go the.
I was thinking the exact same one.
I was trying to go through fucking. I was trying to go the Drake route with it, but I couldn't remember the name of the Brent Faiyaz Drake joint. On the
Oh
new
yeah,
album. 'Cause Drake and 21 Savage
time.
wasting time. Yeah. All right, so that's 4 more for me. If I'm at 15.
Damn.
Okay. How about this?
JID and Travis Scott.
I
got it. I actually know it in one. Which is impressive.
JID and Travis Scott. Oh, I got it. I got one.
Yeah, I can do it in one too.
Okay, what is it?
J. Cole.
I was
The song "The London" has Travis Scott and J. Cole, and J. Cole was on Off D's
Exactly
with
what I was going to
JID.
do. Yep.
I was thinking, funnily enough, James Blake was worked with Travis Scott and
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's true.
That's one of these things. If we were to do this game where it's really you can't use once an example is off the board, we would have to have them like written down, and once it's off the board, you can't use it anymore.
Yeah.
That's how we should maybe do the game if we ever do it in the future.
Yeah.
Because then it makes it harder.
Yeah, we got the whiteboard. We could, prop it up. We
Yeah,
could do that.
and then that way, like a James Blake thing, that could be more useful as like, okay, I'll use that, so I don't have to end up using like
Travis,
Kanye
yeah,
or something.
J. Cole, yeah.
you don't want to waste that.
Yeah, okay.
That golden nugget.
This is
All
a
right.
fun game.
So Alex is at 12. I'm at 14. Or
damn.
15.
So I need to somehow fucking steal a point here,
Yeah.
but it's hard because
Yeah.
we're getting too good at this game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that we're this good, actually, off the top.
Joey Badass and Lil Uzi Vert.
Ooh. Oh, I got it in one. Do you have any?
Go
you want us
go
to try to
ahead.
steal?
Well, it's the thing is I can't steal it unless I have it
that's
in
true.
less. There's no less than one.
Joey Badass was on the song "America" by Mac Miller, and Mac Miller and Lil Uzi Vert were surprisingly on the same song by DJ Drama called "Cameras" with Post Malone also before
Oh
he blew
my
up.
god, that's such a random song. Wait, does that even? That was like a leaked song, or was that?
No, that
real?
that was on DJ Drama's
Oh,
album.
okay.
One of his albums, yeah.
Man,
I'm at 19. Alex at
and how many rounds are we at now?
12.
There's 2 collabs left.
Okay, so this is
Might be make or break here.
round 4.
2 collabs each, or he has one.
Yeah.
I have one.
So
You each have
Okay.
oh, so this is round 5.
pretty much, yeah.
Damn.
These are the last.
So if you can't get this, then or you could be able to steal from me during my turn. But
Okay.
anyway,
Logic and Young Thug.
ooh.
I don't know that many Logic songs.
Think to Vinyl Days. There's a bunch of shit on there.
Logic and Young Thug. Damn, that's a
I
that's
might
a
not
tough
even
one.
have one.
That's a tough one.
It's funny because
Okay,
Oh.
okay. Okay, I got one. Okay, I can do it in 2. I can do it with 2 songs.
I might be able to do it in one, but y'all will have to tell me if it's allowed.
Are you confident? If you want to go for it, it's 0 points. If you don't get it, and then I scoop up the point. So
I'll go for it. Logic had a song with Childish Gambino called "Driving Miss Daisy" off Under Pressure, and technically Young Thug was on "This Is America," but he's not featured. So
that's
does
not a
that
feature.
count?
Not a feature.
Damn it! But he's on there.
Go for it.
Okay. So Logic. So there's 2 connections here. Logic was on his 1-800 song with Khalid. Khalid
Sure.
had the On the Way song with Ty Dolla $ign.
Yes.
And Ty Dolla $ign definitely collaborated with Young Thug on his latest album featuring Ty Dolla $ign. I don't know what song it was.
Oh.
You'll have to look that up, but he definitely was on a song.
But on that album. Okay.
You might have to look that up.
Let's try to confirm this then.
But I don't remember which song it was.
Okay.
But he for sure has Young Thug for sure has a feature, and if he doesn't, then shame on me.
Neither of you get
Is it the "Lift Me Up" song? Future and
Yeah, Lift Me Up. Lift me up,
and
baby.
Young Thug. Yeah,
Yes.
okay, you got it. So that's
There we
two-
go, Lift
so
Me
that's-
Up.
That's in 2, so you get 3 points.
So what's the score now?
So 19 to 15. So I'm still up by a round. So if I get this one in 1, then there's no chance. But you could steal it for me, and I don't know if you'll be able to tie.
We could do a tie.
We could tie, yeah, if you get it in 1.
I don't think this is gonna be. This is straight up your camp. So Denzel Curry and Childish Gambino.
Because Gambino doesn't really collab with a whole lot of people, so it's kind of tough.
Damn, that's a tough one.
I wanted to end it on strong.
Oh, what's the name of the fucking song? Oh goddamn! I fucking have it in 1, but I don't know the name of either of the fucking songs. God damn it! Gambino and Denzel. Oh, if I have the album though, I can get it. Oh yeah, I could do it in 1 if we're doing albums. Cause Gambino or Denzel Curry had the song on his new album with Thundercat. I don't remember the name of it. The song where he did the bass and shit. Does it have to be vocals or is it?
I thought you said we couldn't do producers.
It's got to be a legitimate feature.
Okay, so if it says feature on that song, then I can do that. If not, then I might not have anything.
It can't be like an uncredited feature.
Yeah. Okay.
It has to be credited.
That's not accredited. Fuck. Okay, hold on.
Okay, I still have a chance here. I'm trying to really think.
If we're not doing credited features, I can get it in 2 as well, but neither of the fucking songs I'm thinking of are credited. I'm trying to link it through Tina Fey from the Royalty album.
Denzel Curry was on 30
30
Rock.
Rock was a writer. Man, I'm fucking blanking. I'm really.
If you can't come up with anything, it's a negative 4 points. I just made up that rule,
That's bullshit.
and I can steal to
If you
put myself in the winners category.
If you can steal, but like man.
I'm trying not to give advice or anything like.
Yeah, I wish we could do the XXL cipher with that Denzel was in, because then like that could just easily.
Yeah.
That'd be too easy though.
Yeah, I actually don't know that many Denzel songs, that many features. Let's just try to come up with it together at this point.
I was trying to do the Thundercat connection, and then I was thinking Denzel Curry has that song with JID, Talk About Me, and JID has vocals on Self Care by Mac Miller, but it's not credited. So I was thinking of that, but it's not really much of a contribution, so.
It's not.
And how does Mac Miller relating to
Mac Miller and... Oh, wait.
Childish
Childish
Gambino?
Gambino.
Have you been thinking this whole time?
No.
Oh.
I was trying to come up with a connection there. Mac and... Oh, I was thinking Mac and Schoolboy Q were on G's, and Schoolboy Q was on Unnecessary by Childish Gambino, but that would have been 3. But it's not credited on Self Care, so I can't really do that.
Can you not go through Chance the Rap, like Childish Gambino worked with Chance the Rapper, who worked with somebody?
I was trying to do it through Q, Schoolboy Q.
I forgot because if we could have done uncredited, we could have gone down the pop route because Billie Eilish worked with Denzel, but that was uncredited.
Exactly, that's the other one I was thinking
And
of.
then-
And I was thinking of Ariana Grande on
Ariana
Time,
Grande,
but
yeah.
that's also not credited.
Yeah.
Oh well, I think that's a feature you can do. I mean, like she's clearly on the song.
Yeah, but like if it should be if we've been following this whole game up with no credited, then maybe for next game we can decide. But like this game we should
that's
be
a
no
tough one.
credits.
Because even though it's not uncredited, she definitely is on the song.
Yeah, for sure.
More so than like
JID
Young
or
Thug's
whatever.
background vocals
Yeah.
being on "This Is America."
Yeah. 1-0.
That's a tough
That's a
one.
really tough one.
Let's just maybe end the game and just you win.
Yeah. Okay. Because that's
Uh,
really. Yeah, that stumped us.
I was thinking, like what?
Let me look up and
Let's
see.
try to come up with one together. Though,
Yeah. Well, I'm
because
gonna cheat and
that's
look up
hard.
here and see.
Wait, what was it again? Denzel Curry and Childish Gambino.
Yeah.
Like Childish Gambino has done work with Chance the rapper. Has Chance and Kid Cudi ever crossed paths?
Chance and Kid Cudi? I don't know. I mean, Kid Cudi and Kanye, you can do that, but that
Chance
would be like in 3.
But that
because Chance and Kanye have worked on Ultralight Beam.
But where is that? How is that Kanye going to connect over to
Denzel?
How's Denzel?
Did Rick Ross work with
Technically,
Gambino ever?
Technically,
Did Rick Ross ever do a Denzel Curry feature?
Yeah, he's done 2.
Oh.
I was trying to go through Rick Ross, but
I didn't even know about that.
I don't know how Gambino would relate to Rick Ross. But Rick Ross has done features with like everyone, so I don't know.
Technically, Robert Glasper is credited.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you could do it in 4. Just officially, we have found
can
one
do
way, but it's
Yeah.
Childish Gambino was on The Worst Guys with Chance the Rapper, who did Ultralight Beam with Kanye, who had Rick Ross feature on My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy,
Who sung Naughty Head by Denzel Curry. So it's possible, but that's a really fucking
but
tough
that's
one.
only 1 point because
Yeah.
I used like 4 people
Yeah.
on that one. So
Damn. All right, well, I'm victorious the first
pretty
first
fun
time.
game. I think
Let
it's
us know if you want us to keep doing
I wanted
it.
to do a fresh game because, like, Guess the Type Beat was getting a little bit stale.
Next time we can
last
maybe
time
do
we
a
played
thing.
it, we
Yeah,
weren't very
come up with
good.
better rules. Have a whole board going on here. Could be fun. Yeah, let us know if you enjoyed it. I'm sure there's a lot of cutting for me. Hello. We're back with no video. Battery got exhausted. We gotta skedaddle soon so we can get over some new music here real quick. What do you want to start with?
Let's start with Funkwave Volume 2.
Volume 2.
This is a big one for the Rapcast. You know how much we're into EDM producers
Dance music.
from the early 2000s.
Yes, sir.
Actually, I recently saw a whole like a screenshot of like the top 10 songs of like 2012.
Yeah.
And there was all these people saying like this is like the worst music ever.
Oh yeah, I've seen some of those.
And I kind of agreed with those takes, but I was also like, Call Me Maybe is like probably one of the best like pop songs like around. Like I get if you hate pop music, but like come on, admit that's pretty good. And there's also a lot of Calvin Harris, We Found Love with Rihanna and stuff. I remember at the time really hating this music and being like, pop music, it's all fucking garbage, And I think that it was definitely in the middle of some kind of wave at the time in early 2000s or early 2010s era. But now that I'm older and like not as judgmental about dance music, like I'm kind of like, Calvin Harris, like he's pretty good. Like you kind of have to admit he came back in 2017 with the Funkwave Volume 1,
which I still stand by. Have you heard the whole thing?
I've heard the whole thing like once or twice, but I mainly the song Slide was amazing. Like a great song.
Yeah.
And that's when you can
Lightning
play
in a Bottle, Frank Ocean and Migos, who fucking would have thought that would work, And
that one has play with like everybody. Like everyone loves that shit, and it managed to make sense. Like it doesn't sound completely jarring to have Migos rapping over a funky beat with Frank Ocean and shit. Like that was when they captured Lightning in a Bottle, and like
there's some other great songs on here.
There are some other good ones on
Schoolboy Q and Drum on Cash Out is great. Young Thug and Ariana Grande on Heatstroke is pretty good actually. Pairs up with Travis Scott is good. Snoop Dogg and Takeoff on Holiday is good. Kalani and Lil Wayne Faking It's good. There's some good tracks on there. It's a little overrated. Like people.
Oh man, that would have been a good one for the collab game. Future and Khalid.
Yeah. But that's a good song too.
That's a good one. The one with like the one I remember also was Feels.
With
but that
Big Sean and Katy Perry. I was never that big
not
on
actually
that
a very good song,
No.
but like it just showed that it was. I think it's an interesting like time capsule of 2017
and
culture.
It's a great like summer album, and it's like very highly touted online.
This was the last time Katy Perry was really out there, and that's from the earlier era now.
Well, Roar, come on.
No, but that was from the earlier half of the 2010s decade, and now that we've moved past, the society has no more need for Katy Perry. She's too old. Now this new one, I feel that the Dua Lipa Young Thug thing is like, okay, Dua Lipa, she's basically the new Katy Perry. Like, she's a white singer girl who's not blonde, but she's also not like black or anything, so she can't like rap or like she can't like really dance that well. But like she's
has an okay voice, so she's popular,
very popular.
That's the thing. 2017 Calvin Harris fucking Funkaway Volume 1. It was very much like a showcase of like who's popping right now. You got Frank Ocean, you got Migos, you got fucking Q to an extent. I guess his peak might have been a little bit earlier. With Blank Face, maybe not. Like a lot of the people.
One thing that's a constant is Young Thug is on both of these projects.
That's true.
And Migos members are on them too. But on the new one, I think it's just Offset. So the other Migos members have kind of they don't really fit into
Migos
this anymore.
isn't really even a thing anymore. We can talk about that if you want, but
yeah, I mean we've all kind of accepted that Migos is over,
but this album, like I was expecting the new one, I was expecting a lot, like something like Doja Cat being on here, like some more relevant people, you know, like 21 Savage is cool, you know, but like he doesn't really necessarily fit the vibe, and like I don't know, it's just this seems sloppy and not very well put together, and
when I put it on, I was like,
there's some highlights, but
this,
I don't know.
When I put it on, I was like, this has a chance, like.
It could have been good.
The 21 Savage song is like okay, but it's missing something. It's not really.
If there was an extra feature of like someone random that you never would have thought would be on a 21 Savage song, and it somehow works, same with fucking like Slide or something, then it could have been like really good. But
Frank Ocean, if we would have got Frank Ocean for that one, it could have worked. Potion was just like trying too hard.
I like Potion. It's catchy.
I for one just don't think that Dua Lipa fits well with rap collabs. Very like. Her and when DaBaby was on her song,
I never liked that one.
I'm just not a big. I'm not really into
that one's one of my highlights.
It's not offensive, but like it's not the hit that it was supposed to be.
Yeah, for sure.
Woman of the Year, that song was
don't like that
bit of an abortion. Like not to make the the obvious women's rights joke there, but it just didn't work really. Coy Lee Ray over a funk beat, being like, I got it out the mud, now I'm out in LA having fun, like, you know,
it doesn't work. Charlie Puth and Obsessed, no, get me the fuck away from that one.
That was another collab that just doesn't work.
No.
Charlie Puth doing like patois. My note here is Charlie Patois Puth.
Fucking goddamn.
Him and
Chet Hanks type beat.
Him and Shensei singing together. It's like, there's no way these two people could be singing about each other right now. Like, and
there's no chemistry.
Not that like interracial couples are impossible, but just like Charlie Puth is not the guy.
No, he ain't it. I do really like the New to You song.
I was going to say that too.
Offset. The beat is like actually pretty interesting. Like a lot of the beats as well on here are kind of copy paste, which is an issue that I didn't really have with the first Funkwave volume. But this one is like it's a summer bop. It's a vibe. This one of my highlights on here for sure.
Yeah, and like they do like the disco kind of strings.
I love the
and
violin. The string shit is
works.
dope. Yeah, I like it.
And the singing, like the singers plus Offset.
Yeah.
Like it actually makes sense as a collaboration too. I thought the Busta Rhymes track was okay. But
apparently it's lifted from like an old Chris Brown song from like 4 years ago. Like the verse is like not original at all.
Honestly,
so it kind of taints my opinion on the song.
That makes sense. Like, but whatever. What are you gonna do? Now we're getting to probably I'm gonna say like stinker of the year, like so far, like probably one of the worst songs I've ever heard.
Stay With Me, Justin Timberlake, Halsey,
and Pharrell. And like Pharrell is okay, but like the other two are just.
I've never liked Halsey.
They sound so old.
Yeah.
Justin Timberlake has a line where he's like, "Look at those pants. It don't make sense."
Oh god. Yeah, whoever's starting to try this fucking Justin Timberlake Renaissance rejuvenation is not doing a great job.
He sounds like he's 37 years old.
He is 37 years old. Halsey I never liked, and it's just like this
Even
album,
Halsey sounds too old for this.
Yes.
She's trying to say like, oh, make a mess. It's been a tough year, make a mess.
Yeah, I don't like her contribution to all of this. And also, you don't need a part 2 to this song that's terrible. You don't need it. But like this album should be a young man's game. It should be the summary. It should be hip. It should be fucking filled with Doja Cat features, and I keep saying that, but like I just can't
Like,
believe how she's not on this
even
album.
Jack Harlow was smart enough to not be on
Jack
this album.
Harlow could have been, yeah, like get fucking goddamn ESTG for fuck's sake. I don't care. Get someone fucking crazy. Get one of the fucking Detroit boys on here. You know,
How did they not get Silk Sonic for this?
Yeah, Anderson .Paak.
That actually would have been dope.
Yeah.
Because we already know they fit with the funky
Not to
shit.
jump ahead to my final thoughts, but like, I think Calvin Harris knew how much people wanted this album, wanted a part 2, and he said, I'm never doing it again, never doing it again. He's been saying it for years. And I think he got tired of people wanting it, so he kind of did a half-assed version so people would shut the fuck up about it and then just
that's
leave
what
it
it
at
is.
that.
I mean, he's rich. He already made his money. Like,
Exactly.
he doesn't need... this is like... Man, we didn't even listen to it that hard, but like, I just have so many complaints. And like, Georgia Smith with the mumbling...
Yeah, that one's okay to me. Lil Durk has like some cringe-ass bars on there, though.
I really realized how little... Georgia Smith, like, it made me completely reconsider my love for Georgia Smith.
I think Georgia Smith is good, but like, I just haven't really given her the chance.
I just found her like not enunciating the words to be so frustrating when I was listening to that song. But near the end, like, it's almost saved by Snoop Dogg, and
Snoop Dogg and Lotto song is
the
good.
Pusha T track is
Pusha
good
T
too.
is good too. With Pharrell, Sway Lee is like that. That's not like too crazy, but like it makes sense. Sway Lee on a summery type of song where he's singing his heart out. Yeah, I'll take that one. Black, the song with Black is okay, but it's missing something again. Could have used more.
Yeah.
Overall, like, yeah, I have a few highlights on here and a few that'll stay in my rotation and a few, summer bops, but like, doesn't come close to the first one, and a lot of misses and messy ideas and just not fully fleshed out songs. There's a dog break, or what would we say? Pause. What was the joke we did the one
Pause.
time?
Oh my god. Train break.
Hey, yo, pause. Yeah, that's kind of wraps my.
Let's
thoughts
move
up
on.
there. Yeah.
Wasn't really expecting so much from it.
I was
anyway.
expecting more, and I was let down. Not terrible, but not very good.
Well, let's.
Dewey from Malcolm in the Middle thing. Like, I was expecting nothing, and I was still let down.
Yeah.
Real quick. Maybe we'll talk about it on another podcast. But The Game dropped an album,
Right.
which actually has tons of features from all of our
I listened to a
favorites.
few songs.
I just heard the one with Pusha T and 2 Chainz.
That's a great
That's
one.
like
It's a great song.
a flashback to the good music era.
Yeah.
Like
It's crazy.
that. Yeah, that was.
I
Crazy.
also listen. I liked the Lil Wayne G Herbo one, Chrome Slugs and Harmonies, was good as well. I didn't like the other Kanye one, not Easy, but like the other one where there's a few other artists on it. Did you listen to that one?
Yeah, I heard that one time.
I
It was like-
didn't need to revisit it.
The Game is overall like kind of a corny artist, but
Yeah.
like
He has crazy features sometimes.
it's a big album. I haven't heard the whole thing,
Yeah.
but that's one maybe we'll put more time and effort into.
I listened to the Ty Dolla $ign one as well. Didn't think it was all that great. The one with A$AP Rocky is okay. Stupid with Big Sean is not great.
That's an all-time like Rapcast should hate on this.
Yeah.
And I almost was tempted to hate on it super
Yeah.
hard, but I'm just like, you know what, whatever.
Just leave it.
Big Sean with saying like, I'm stupid.
I'm stupid. Yeah, you are.
We've been saying this for years, Sean.
All right, Brent Faiyaz or Rico Nasty? Which one we're trying to get into?
We'll go with Brent Faiyaz.
That one's been a long time coming.
How much have you actually
I
listened
heard
to
it
this?
one time today. I completely
Okay.
forgot about it. I thought it was pretty good, but I don't have much to say because my thoughts aren't fully fleshed out.
We're not doing we don't have time to really do a full
Yeah.
review here. Nor do I think it's really worth it to
Yeah.
go that much into detail.
I'm curious about your
My
thoughts
overall
on
thoughts are like Brent Faiyaz is kind of on some new shit. He's on some next level as far as putting together a whole story.
it. Yeah.
Very cinematic with the skits.
And the whole skit of like the girl like gonna kill herself and he's like driving to get her and gets in her car. So that's like heavy. That's like
the way they build up the story and
Yeah.
it gets very intense. Like this is one of my points that I've been thinking about a while. Just ever since I got this fucking hand injury, I've been listening to a lot
God.
more R&B.
Oh, fucking keep crying about it, bro.
Just on my like real
Goddamn.
alone boy hours. But I have the time to like. So I've been getting into Daniel Caesar, The Weeknd, Her, some of my favorite like newer artists that I'm been like I listen to Starboy and going into some of the archives there. And one of the things I'm realizing is that like when I'm younger, I didn't want to listen to any of this genre because it's all love music and it's all lovey-dovey fucking sappy shit. But now I'm kind of realizing that like love stories and songs about relationships can actually be really great, but it's just about the writing.
Yeah.
If it's a compelling story that is told well, that has like characters and like depth,
or if
that's what actually makes it good. If it's just sappy, lovey, I love you shit, it gets kind of, it makes my skin crawl a little bit. But if
you can make the argument though with fucking Silk Sonic, like they have some love songs that are pure just love songs, but because it's so well done and polished and their vocals are so good and they have great chemistry, that makes it more so that rather than the writing. It doesn't all rely on the writing, is what I'm trying to say. There can be some great production and some great vocals that can save it, but generally, I can see where you're coming from.
That was one of the things making me reticent to like get into the genre when I was like a bit younger, and like when I listened to Daniel Caesar Freudian, that's one of my favorite R&B albums because it really like tells a compelling story from start to finish and like sounds like anybody could enjoy this. Like, but I found that like Brent Faiyaz kind of has his own. Well, he's in his own lane.
He's weird because he's like Future because he's toxic as fuck, but he's not a rapper. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I would say there's a psychodrama element to this where he realizes that he's playing this kind of toxic character, and he really gets into like this whole he gets into the issue of toxic masculinity without it being like hey, this is my album about toxic masculinity.
Exactly.
Like, it's more specific about like how this guy is like, a lot of these tracks are like smooth talking, seductive shit, but really the guy is a sociopath.
Yeah.
But you can kind of tell from the writing that like this relationship that he's talking about is doomed.
Yeah.
And it's a lot about him cheating and that whole process of like, there's a whole skit of him like in the car with some other chick, and you can hear in the background like the phone
going off.
Like the production of that, like to get those little details was like good. Really like well executed.
My only thing with this album is that, I mean, I listened to it one time, so fucking I don't really have much to stand on, but it's just not the most interesting thing in the world. Like, I don't know if it's his voice or the production or just like the lack of variety, but like nothing's really pulled me back into wanting to listen to it again that much, really. I don't know. Maybe I don't find his voice to be that outstanding. Maybe I've only listened to it one time, so it hasn't clicked yet. Maybe.
Well, for one thing, like we have both been listening to. I mean, for me, like I've been listening to "Wasting Time" and "Gravity."
Yeah, those are great tracks
for like a year already.
Yeah, same.
So hearing them now, like in the context of this album, is kind of a cool. Kind of adds another layer to that.
And there are songs that are like, oh yeah, this is a good one, this is a good one, this is a good one. But like, I don't know.
A couple of the standout tracks
hasn't quite hit me yet. I liked the closer, "Angels" was really good.
I like "All Mine."
Yeah.
My note here is "seductive liar" flow. So he kind of has this great like. You kind of see the tragedy in the like about to happen before you know it happens.
Oh, I like the Jackie Brown song as well.
Jackie Brown, "Ghetto Gatsby" I thought was a good one.
Yeah,
Alicia Keys, she kind of does like this whispering.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I didn't think it was Alicia Keys at first. I'm like, who is this? And I looked at it. Oh shit, doesn't sound like it really.
There's a lot of like more like subtle strings and like I guess just like modern R&B type production where that's like It tells a good story, but I don't know if there's like big like obvious hits that come out of it that we haven't already been listening to. Mm-hmm. "Price of Fame" is an interesting track where there's like multiple kind of switch ups during it.
Yeah, that was an interesting one.
It's kind of more like a hip hop moment, and then like it kind of like strips down to like just like the bare essentials kind of deal. Mm-hmm. So that's one of the ones where you just kind of see his advanced like level of musical talent there. Like overall, like I don't have like a super hot takes about it or anything. It's just it's called "Wasteland," and it's
and it's a waste of my fucking time.
Yeah.
No,
Fucking next. No,
That's pretty good.
you can tell he worked hard on
Yeah.
it, and I want to give him his props because, like,
Yep.
easy to fuck up an album like that
Yes.
with like too many songs that are like steamy like sex
Yeah.
songs. It's like it gets kind of annoying, boring to listen to or whatever. But speaking of way more exciting kind of stuff, was Rico Nasty's new album.
Yeah, The Ruins. I still don't fully have I still don't really have a really proper opinion on it, just because
This one you've heard more than me.
I've listened to
right?
it a few times, yes, but like
I just heard it for the first time today.
Okay, so I listened to it like twice when it came out, and then I haven't listened to it like at all since, because I've been on a summer jams, and it's not really the vibe that I've been on. And then I listened to it again recently this week. And it's a pretty good project from Rico. There's a lot of cool and interesting ideas in here. Not all of them hit, is what I'll say. There's a few that kind of fall flat or aren't really my vibe, or kind of too EDM-y or something. But there are a lot of cool moments, and on this tape, it's interesting. It's experimental. It's I don't know if you'd consider it rage music or whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's definitely different. It's not the most outstanding thing in the world, but it's pretty good. I'll definitely revisit a lot of tracks on here.
It's one of those things that's kind of hard to categorize because, my floating around in my head the whole time was like, why do I like this and I hate MGK? Like, this is essentially like a rapper.
This isn't quite rock though. Like, MGK is more pure pop punk. His new shit. Like, this is harder to define.
This more has its
has rap.
1 foot in the rap world.
Yeah.
And one, but it still has its like hardcore credentials as well. Like it's not, but it's not like sellout style.
No.
Shit. Like you can like she really is like a punk or whatever, a black punk.
Yeah.
I thought black punk was honestly like the thesis statement of the whole album, kind of.
Yeah. And I liked how intrusive was the intro of just like, this is gonna be in your face the whole fucking time, like talking about, I'm sorry mom, like I'm just trying to smoke blunts, like it's a good warning to start the album. Vader's I didn't like at first. I still don't like the flow. They just can't find a flow on that one to me.
I like how the beginning is kind of all over the place with just energy and ideas and stuff. What did you think about the song Messy with Tizo Touchdown?
I really liked it. I wasn't expecting to like it, but I did. I liked his contribution. I liked the song. I liked the structure. I fuck with it.
Yeah, I'm still kind of deciding if I like that one or not.
There's a few on here I'm still undetermined with. That one is one that I do like.
But it doesn't offend my ears. Like, I'll put it on. I've just heard it, like, recently, so I'm not... But some of the, like, I will agree with you that, like, the EDM kind of inspired moments seemed a little bit more basic to me.
Yeah, the whole Jungle remix I didn't like. It's just too basic. It's too...
I get that you need this moment for the live show performances and stuff, but, like, this is not one of your fortes, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But, like, she is pretty versatile. Like,
sure.
I don't just like the screaming, rapping kind of stuff.
No, because there's the song on here, Easy, which is like just acoustic guitar and her singing and rapping, and it's one of my favorite ones on here. Like the whole end where it's kind of more emotional and kind of more like more serious. I enjoy. It doesn't. The
song
feel
Chicken Nugget at the end is like about her kid.
Yeah, it's a great one too. Into the Dark I like as well.
Yeah, so by the end of it, you kind of see the more like past the kind of smoke screen, and like you kind of see.
Yeah. I will say Gots to Get Paid is that's a highlight for sure. That's a fantastic
That's like
song.
the most kind of hip-hop one.
Blow Me is really good too.
That one is like predictable, but I still like it.
Yeah, it's funny.
Like I can tell, okay, she does a song called Blow Me, it's going to be all sexual.
She has a bar on here being like, he's going down under, good day, mate. Like, it's funny, it's bad, but it's funny. I don't know. Dance Screams Called Flower are pretty good.
The song called Fucking Lady I actually kind of liked.
Yeah, Fucking Lady's pretty good.
Kind of just like her talking her shit about being like a fucking independent woman and shit.
And it's cool. The song Chicken Nugget is interesting. I was thinking about this. I was listening to it on the car ride over to grab you, and I'm like, this is is this not a unique take in hip hop to see a woman talking about her child? Because usually you get like a J. Cole where it's like a guy talking about the birth of his son or whatever.
Yeah, or his
but this
mom
is like
or something.
Coming from the person who actually gave birth to this child. Like I think it introduces an interesting perspective that hasn't really been
That is true.
explored. I mean, maybe some Missy Elliott shit is out there that is talking about that. I could just be ignorant. But,
you are most
yeah.
definitely into it. Yeah.
But it's just cool to see. I don't know.
Yeah, Watch Your Man was a good one too.
Yeah. You know, some good tracks on
overall,
here. It's a
like-
little messy, but like that's kind of the point, I think. And it's kind of all over the place, but I think that's kind of the point as well.
I would say like I feel as strong about this one as I did about Nightmare Vacation.
Yeah, me
the last
too.
one that we
It's
reviewed.
like good. It's not quite. It's like a 7 out of 10. You know, it's like it's good. Am I going to play it forever? No. Is it, you know, some songs don't hit, but like
If I were to compare the two, I might say that I like this one a bit more just off of my first impressions.
I think the first one has better highlights, though. I think it has bigger highlights.
Oh, for real was such a
I still love the song
iconic
iPhone,
song.
but I know you're not as big of a fan as some of the 100 Gex type songs.
So that was the other thing I was kind of interested in. Like, was she going to say stuff about like, and fuck Playboy Cardi's fans for fucking making my
yeah.
life living hell?
No, I think that's kind of over and done with. I don't know.
I guess it's kind of nice that she just moved on from that. If
Yeah.
that would have happened to a male rapper, the whole album would have been
yeah.
complaining about
Yeah,
that. But
for
she
sure.
just got to deal with that, and so she just moves on.
Yeah, I guess so.
Because that was a bit of an issue for like a few weeks. But I think like no one wants to be seen as like, oh man, I'm hiding in my tour bus because the fans
Yeah.
are bullying me.
Yeah, no,
Like,
for sure.
she doesn't want to be seen that way, so she
Yeah.
didn't want to make that an emphasis.
100%.
I respect that if that was what she was going for there.
Yeah.
And also, like, yeah, just was she going to? There was some other controversy that I thought she might address somehow.
I don't know.
Oh, well, just like the thing about I guess not a controversy, but the fact that the 100 Gex producer was supposed to make her whole album, and then
That album came. She tweeted something about it, being like it just couldn't come together, or like I don't know if it was bad blood or anything. I don't know if there was anything actually like
yeah,
bad about it. I think it was just it didn't really happen, which I'm disappointed by because I do like that direction for her. But this is also pretty good too, so I can't complain too much.
yeah, because like it didn't seem like it was completely out of the 100 Gex.
No, it's still kind of in that same world.
Realm.
It's just not not as much.
Yeah, and I was looking at her discography, and I was like, I thought for a second she had an album called Simp that she put out in 2021, but that was just a random song she did with somebody.
Okay.
And I was thinking, like,
That's funny.
Rico Nasty really is doing the music for the OnlyFans generation.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, for sure.
You know?
This is in the background of the shit you pay.
She
for.
should headline OnlyFans
Yeah,
Fest.
Let's go. We should headline OnlyFans Fest, bro.
OnlyFest.
OnlyFest.
Let's do it. Let's do that.
She's like the goth, like
Yeah.
punk girlfriend.
It's like a meet and greet for OnlyFans, but then you're also, if you want to pay them to to see them perform their shitty
Well, the
rap
thing is,
music.
OnlyFans and Incel Con are like booked next door at the same weekend, so it's an interesting dynamic. But
somebody's gonna die then.
that's a joke.
They're gonna have someone's gonna have a T-shirt in the future, like
Yeah.
my parents met at
OnlyFans.
OnlyFest and Incel Con.
Yeah. Oh God. Terrible. Speaking of female rappers, Doshi new EP, some TDE artist that I just got put onto. Have you heard it?
No.
Song with Rico Nasty, Swamp Bitches, is the highlight. It's really good. It's really hard. The song with SZA is good. There's like one or two other ones that I like as well. It's just cool that TDE is still going, because it's it seems kind of bleak there right now, but they're still kicking.
Top of the morning.
But at least check out Swamp Bitches, because I think that's a song that you'd like.
Okay.
Shout out Dochi. A few other quick songs here to wrap it up. Did you hear the K-Tronada Anderson .Paak song? Twin
Nah.
Flame? Good one. Kind of, it's K-Tronada, so if you're not really a fan of that, then you might not like it as much, but it's good. DJ Khaled, Drake, and Little Baby, Staying Alive.
Haven't heard it. Wait, they put out a whole album?
No,
together?
just a single for DJ Khaled's new album, dropping like next week or something.
Oh, God.
And it's not great. It's Staying Alive interpolation, where Drake is like talking about staying alive. Not that much, but the chorus is like a little bit like that. And it's Little Baby is alright, but it's just
yeah, Little Baby, like, well, you can't tell by the way I sell my drugs. I'm a drug
man.
dealer.
You hear the new Snot song? I'm just trying to get anything from you. Snot? You hear the new Snot song? Great song. Good. JID, you heard Dance Now. You have to have. Come on, man. Do the research.
I'm waiting for the album.
That's true. JID album next week. That's probably the next big podcast we'll do.
And that's one where we can do a whole fucking deep dive because we've never really talked about his discography.
Yeah. Well, he only has the 3 albums, so there's not too much to talk about.
Well,
but we can still do it.
We can have this as a post-production meeting.
God, I fucking hate this shit. I fucking hate this shit. Why are we still doing this?
For fun?
For fun? It's never been fun! That wasn't the goal!
Love you guys. Tell your friends to watch the show.
Rapcast, baby. Episode 40. Hey,
follow
that's
us
pretty
on
good.
TikTok.
I'm whipping around in my Ford or my Honda Accord. I got 2 shitty cars with no aux cords. I just wanna go on a 3rd cruise, doing on my own stunts, Tom Cruise. I'll still have time for a quick snooze, getting this money for the rent due. Ooh, all these honeys acting mental. Ooh, where we have to body this instrumental. Fanny pack, we are continental. To the game, we are detrimental, monumental.